The charity began 25 years ago, and we've been at this location here for 10 years.
Okay. And do you know who founded it?
Yes, some sisters founded it. I think her name is Sergina, and that's how it started.
Okay. And why did you why did they found it?
Well, as good sisters, they wanted to come in need to the people in difficulty or homeless or poor.
And what is your mission or your goal?
Our mission is to help people who are in difficulty, homeless, and in need. I got you here a pamphlet. It's in French.
Okay.
And there's two in there, and then I put some couple.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A business card. So.
So what groups of people do you focus? Is there any specific groups of people
Who come here?
Yeah.
Okay. The people who come here to shop are people who have low income, and there's also people who just like to come to the thrift shop and find some interesting things or old things. And also the people that come to eat, they're people that are in low financial situation, basically welfare people and people who are off the street.
Okay. So how does the community respond to your charity?
The community really likes the charity. They're all for it. They know we do a lot for them and that we help them out. We don't have a negative response from the community.
Okay.
Was there a reason that it was put in this community?
You know what? I don't know that question. I think they were just maybe looking for a location. But the plateau area used to be a very, very poor area. And so I think that's why maybe it sits well with the people also.
So is there any restrictions on who you serve?
Yes. No drugs, no alcohol, and no violence. If someone comes in drunk, they'll politely ask them to leave. If they do it more than once, then they'll put a holds bar on them. They'll tell them you can't come back for another 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and sometimes they say sorry, you can't come here anymore.
Okay. And around how many people do you help every year?
We help a lot. That's a good question. We have our regular customers who come every week, and we help at least, I don't know, 2,000-3,000 a year.
Okay.
Plus we have all these people who come to eat. There's always at least 60-65 of them every day. And when it comes to the end of the month, since they're running out of money from their welfare checks, then we get more people coming to eat.
And who do you help the most? The group of people that come here the most?
We help low-income people, people like single moms, or young people, men. It's who would you help the most? It's a good question. I'd have to ask.
Do you have a example of a good story from someone that you helped?
Okay.
Would we be able to speak to anybody, or?
Who would you like to speak with? If someone who comes here as a customer?
I'd like to hear their story if we're allowed.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you repeat your question, please?
Do you have a good example of a story from someone you helped?
You know what? We're gonna ask the director.
Okay.
For that.
Okay. If you won the grant, how would you use it?
Oh, that you would also have to ask the director, because
Okay.
he does most of this finance. But I'm sure he'd be very happy because there's always something,
And so how have you made a difference so far in the community?
I think just by first of all, in the winter they have a place to come and they can socialize. They don't see it as a social club, but they've got a place that they can come in and they can sit down. It's warm. And instead of staying home, it breaks the isolation for them. It breaks like the monotonous, and they see people. That's a really big point. And also for those who do need like food, that also helps them out.
Um, what are, like, do you have any short-term goals?
Short-term goals. Well, we always are trying to improve the thrift shop. For the other aspects, we would have to ask the director.
Okay. So like, what makes your charity different from like other charities?
Well, basically all charities are function mostly in a similar way as we do. What would differ us? I think we open our doors to everyone. You know, some charities it's only men or only women, or you know, the only thing that would differ us. Uh, we don't offer showers, or we don't offer like laundry service for them. That's something that we don't, that another organization do. So they come here basically to eat and be warm, and if they need some clothes, we sell them, not very expensive.
Okay. Um, so, how do you fundraise, like, to?
Okay, twice a year we have a bazaar, which I here give you a couple of sheets. What we do is we clear out this room here, and all the furniture we bring it to the we bring to the cafeteria, all the furniture, and here it's tables full of clothes. Everything is at $1 or $2, and we have big bags, and we fill them up. It's $5 for a big Jean Coutu bag, and they fill all the bag as they want. And also, there's they have a spaghetti stuffer, and basically the fundraising is through bazaar, and we get private donations. Someone may come in one day and give us $50. Somebody may give us $1,000 sometimes. We take personal donations.
Okay. So what percent of money goes to charitable activities?
I think all the money goes to pay for the expenses, the rent, the electricity, the van, the gas, and the rest just goes for food, and everything, is all thought out. It's all budgeted.
Okay.
So I don't know what percentage. Oui.
With the van and the gas. What the van is supposed to do with it? Like, you mentioned the van. What is that?